Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Some more. It's Politics with Laura here. Here's some important news. Trump yesterday, the White House, he announced that there are there will be no more EV, no more electric vehicles, no more service stations, none of those things. It costs entirely too much money, and it's not worth the squeeze. It truly isn't. And mostly it's costing the taxpayers a lot of money. Now this is Elon Musk's brainchild, but he's not paying. He has the idea and then he flips the idea onto the American people as we're supposed to pay, and he reaps the benefits. Sorry, Mr. Musk. You have to carry your own water. But however, let President Trump let him say it for himself.
Mandate, as you know, we had to have an electric car within a very short period of time, even though there was no way of charging them and lots of other things. It would have cost $5 trillion to build the charging plants. And as you know, in certain parts of the Midwest, to build 9 chargers, they spent $8 billion. So that wasn't working out too well. That was done before me, by the way. I wouldn't have let it go forward. We're canceling the EPA's absurd tailpipe emission standards, one of the most important things that I've never had a group of people come to me more powerfully and really just devastated that they had to do it. It was killing them than the automobile manufacturers, the tailpipe emission standards. And I can tell you, your people at Ford were coming to me all the time and they were saying, like, please, it doesn't do anything and it's killing us. And it's driving the cost through the roof. And we revoked Biden's emissions waiver for California so that California communists could not regulate the automobile industry and ruin the entire nation of automobiles. From day one, I've been taking action to make buying a car more affordable. I signed an executive order to end the unfair, expensive.
Ever seen a bunch of happy people in your life? They had smiles and like, yes, yes. President Biden was going to flush us down the toilet, but President Trump got us out of it. Okay, that was a bad analogy, but let him continue.
Mandate, as you know, we had to have an electric car within a very short period of time, even though there was no way of charging them and lots of other things. It would have cost $5 trillion to build the charging plants. And as you know, in certain parts of the Midwest, to build 9 chargers, they spent $8 billion. So that wasn't working out too well. That was done before me, by the way. I wouldn't have let it go forward. Tailpipe emission standards, one of the most important things.
Okay. With President Trump saying all of that, it means that Elon Musk spent $44 billion buying Twitter, turn it into X, to help President Trump to be able to speak, because his ability to speak, or his First Amendment rights, like many others, were censored and paused, then stopped. It's not as bad as it used to be, but we still have our First Amendment rights. However, Elon Musk was ace boom coon, shall I say, with President Biden. But he tried with President Trump. Now, one thing about businessmen, it doesn't matter who's in office. The only thing what matters is can they make a deal with the president? And I think that should come. It doesn't matter what I think. It really doesn't. But this is what's going on. And all of Elon Musk's plans as far as having more service stations, more electric vehicles on U.S. highways, it's done. But let me ask you, what are your thoughts?